Today we are going to have a look at the best 5 gimbal movements for cars. In this case, we need to add movement in the shots as the car is parked and nothing is happening. That is the reason we are adding movements and using the gimbal to be more stable and create more interesting shots. The first movement we are going to have a look is the push-in. For the push-in, we are going to center the car in the middle of the frame. And then once you have it, we are going to lock the gimbal and then move forward slowly and to create the push-in. The push-in is going to introduce the car, is going to give more personality, tell the audience that something is happening. We can use the push-in as well to reveal the scene, just to see and to show where the car is and where we are shooting. We are going to shoot low, just like headlights height. In that case, we are going to engage more with the car, give more personality, and it's going to be stronger. So we are going to try another one. We center the car in the middle, we lock the gimbal, and then we just move forward. You can push in as much as you can. So the next shot we are going to use is push in and tilt up. This is going to use to reveal the scene as well. In that case, we are going to start the same height, more or less, and then we are going to change from PF to PTF. So now the gimbal is going to move wherever we want to. So we're going to start from the floor and then move up and forward with the push in until up the camera. So we are going to reveal the car. So remember to record as well backwards, just in case you want to use it in post-production, a different shot, you have another option. So let's do it again. So we start from the floor, move forward, and reveal the car. The next movement we are going to have a look is the parallax. The parallax, we are going to use PTF on the gimbal. So in this case, we are going to focus on the headlight, and we're going to move around the headlight. It's going to give that parallax movement. We are going to give some room on the background so we can see more the parallax and see how the background is moving, but we are centered the headlight on the front of the car, and it's not going to be. We are going to move slightly. The next movement we are going to simulate is a crane. So this is going to be up and tilt down the camera. So for that, we are going to center the car as well. In this case, we are going to use PTF so we can move the gimbal up and down. The camera is going to follow any movement we are going to do. So we are center the car, and we are going to start from bottom to up. So we keep the center of the car all the time in the frame, and we just tilt the camera up. So let's have a look again. You need to see the shot. Right. We're going to start from bottom, going up. And this simulates a crane. So always keep the car in the center while you are doing the movement. One more time. We have 3 movements now. We have the push-in, we have the parallax, and we have the crane. The next movement we are going to use is the pull back. For the pull back, we are going to film the interior of the car. These movements are great for that. So we are going to lock the focus on the steering wheel and then just pull back. Slowly, it's going to reveal the interior of the car. Before moving on to the last tip, remember to change the lens. Not shoot everything in 24mm or using just one lens, because sometimes we can get lazy with the gimbal. If we change the lens, we need to readjust everything and to balance the gimbal again, and it's sometimes like tedious if we don't want to do that. But then you will regret it maybe in post-production. So now, right now I have the 50mm lens, and this lens I'm going to use it for the details of the car. And another advice is remember to look around the car, in the exterior and interior of the car, as well as in the engine. Look for the special gadgets that the owner has in the car. Every accessory they have, like maybe some symbols, the steering wheel, the wheels, the brakes, the exhaust, that is going to give the personality of the car, and we want to capture that as well. The other thing to keep in mind, as we are using the gimbal, sometimes we tend to use a lot of automatic focus, but in some cases we don't need automatic focus because it's going to ruin the shot. In that case, try to use manual focus, and then it's not going to mess around with the shot. So right now, this is the perfect example that we want to use manual focus. We are going to use the head of the seat and move around from one side to the other just to reveal the dashboard of the car. If you use automatic focus, it's going to focus the seat, and then it's going to swap the focus to the front of the car, and we don't want that. We want to keep the focus in one place and not changing all the time. So you see now I use manual focus and I change the lens. I have this shot with the foreground. You can see the difference, how wide and how far the car looks like with the 24mm, and how close we can get if we change the lens. Only change the lens, the same scene, the same shot, and it looks much better. So remember to use the foregrounds. In this case, I use the foreground as the trees. I use the foreground in the interior car with the seats. And you can use the foreground as well with the frame of the door or the frame of the window when you are shooting the interior of the shots. This is going to give you more dynamic. It's going to give you the depth of the shot. You have background, and then something is happening in the foreground as well. The last movement we are going to have a look is the truck. The truck consists to go from one side to the other parallel to the car. We're using PF. I just lock the gimbal where I want to. And remember to your feet is going to face the direction you are going, and remember to do the ninja steps. This is going to give you a little bit smoother movement as well, so you can see how revealing the car. And it's still too close. I'm going to move backward a little bit. So just changing my position. I'm going to go to the center. I'm going to focus the car. Go move backward a little bit and lock the focus. And now I lock the gimbal. I'm going to move from this side to the other. For me, it's easier to do the other side, but now we have the truck just revealing the car from one side to the other. Because we are using the gimbal, not everything is going to look smooth. If you go fast and move quickly, the gimbal can do this movement as you're doing the steps. So remember to take your time, film slowly, and not rush every shot. So in that case, you are going to make sure the gimbal is stable and your movements of your body and with your arms are stable as well. And then in post-production, you can speed up the footage and slow down as well. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you like this video. Hit the like button. Here is the final result.